Namaste, Yinsters, and good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt, and I'm going to be your Yin Yoga instructor for today's morning practice. And today's practice is going to be for a length of about 30 minutes, and all you're going to need is one block. So I wanted to share with you that success comes from small steps into achieving your goals, and a lot of times when we look too far ahead, we get overwhelmed about all the things that we need to do to achieve certain things in our life. And I want to bring you back to the basic of what can you do today, what small thing can you do today to get closer to that goal. And we're going to be focusing about doing one little thing to get closer every day. In a few months from now, a few years from now, you're gonna be even closer to your goal, if not right above and on to other things. So let's just focus on that today while we dive into today's morning practice. So first of all, from the seated position, we're gonna do some sort of cat and cow, but while remaining seated. So we're gonna take one big inhale, round our shoulders, curve our spine, look up, exhale, push through our arms, draw our belly button in, curve our spine. So this is just to warm up the spine. Inhale, exhale. So it forms kind of a wave. Inhale, look up, push your shoulder blades down, and exhale, round your shoulder blades forward, draw a belly button. Curve your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, look up, exhale. A few more times, inhale, exhale. And we're kind of come back to center. So that feels really good. And now we're going to get into forward fold. So if you can just take the seated position, open up the flesh on both sides of your glutes. Keep your legs straight in front of you. And we're just going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, walk your fingertips forward, allow your spine to curve. And just stay at your edge. So the moment you feel enough stress being applied to the back of your legs and in your spine, just hold it there. And then we're going to work very slowly into diving deeper into this asana. Remembering that in the morning our ligaments, tendons, and joints are cold, which makes it very easy to apply some stress to them through the asanas, and which makes it very beneficial as well. But you gotta be really mindful of not forcing anything past what's tolerable for your own self. Controlling your breathing in and out through the nose. And seeing and on the exhales, you can go a little deeper into the position. gonna take one big inhale. And on the exhale, raise your torso, walk your fingertips back. Allow your spine to come back to neutral. And that feels really good. So for the next position, we're going to work on doing a deep squat, opening up our inner thighs. So I'm going to invite you to place a block in line with your sacral bone, and to lower yourself, keeping your hips open up, and to support yourself with the block in this squat position. So you're going to bring your hands together at your heart level, and with your elbows you're going to push on your knees to open up your groin area. And then you want to try to sit upright, closing your eyes and curving your spine, and you should feel that opening in between your thighs and groin and even your ankles. So this is really good for postural alignment. So let's just close our eyes and allow our body to settle into this very calmly. And you can play with various settings of your blocks too. So if this is too deep for you, you can place the block on its highest setting. So perhaps you're sitting more upright from here. And some people will use no blocks at all as you get more comfortable into this position. But I'm going to keep the block on its second level for today, just to show you some variations. It's always important to follow your own limitations and work within what your body tells you is allowed in the time being. And very slowly, I'm going to invite you to place your hands on the ground, lift your hips up, move the block aside, come onto your knees, and then touching your big toes behind your glutes, spreading your knees wide to the outside edge of your mat. We're just going to go into child's pose, wide knee child's pose. So from here, we're going to take one big inhale, sitting on our heels and then walking our hands forward on the exhale, allowing our body to come all the way down onto the ground. And from here, we're just gonna walk our hands towards the left side of our mat until we find some resistance in our body. And then we're gonna bring our forehead back down to the ground and allow the right side of our body to open up in this modified child's pose, which feels really wonderful in the morning. And we can slowly walk our hands now to the right side of our mat, working on opening up the left side of our body this time. And we can push through our arms, walk them back in the middle, and raise our upper torso all the way up, closing our knees. And I'm gonna invite you to lower yourself down onto your stomach to go into Sphinx Pose. So keeping your elbows underneath your shoulders, palms down on the ground, legs straight and flat behind yourself, and then just holding it here. We can take one big inhale. And on the exhale, just flaring our elbows down, allowing our low back to relax. Palms on top of each other, bringing our forehead to the back of our hand, resting onto the mat. Just taking a moment here. And now very slowly we're going to place our hands onto the floor, align with our shoulders, push ourselves back up onto our knees, cross our ankles, come to the seated position, and then extend our legs in front of us just to make our way down onto our mat. So from here, we're going to do reclining shoelace position. So we're going to cross our right knee over our left thigh, bringing both knees in. We're going to grab our ankle and pull them towards ourselves. And you should feel a nice stretch in your right glute area right now, perhaps. And from here, we're going to release our ankles, but we're going to stay in this position, shifting our hips to the right and grabbing the exterior edge of our right knee with our left hand. We're going to just allow everything to turn onto the left until our right foot makes contact with the ground. And you might want to just keep that left hand on your right knee. And then we're just going to turn our head to the right, opening up our right arm. Settling into this spinal twist. cross our leg, bring our hips back to the middle very slowly. You might want to wiggle them left to right in a windshield wiper motion, releasing our low back. And from here, this time we're going to cross our left knee over the right thigh and then bring our knees in, grabbing on both ankles in the reclined shoelace position. And this is one that your body might resist because everything's really tight, but just do what you can. And from here, we're going to release our ankles, shift our hips to the left, grab our right hand to the exterior side of our left knee, and allow everything to twist to the right, trying to keep both shoulder blades onto the mat. You can hold on that left knee with your right hand for support. And then looking to the left over your left shoulder. Focusing on the breath and just enjoying today's morning practice. Remembering that achieving one small step towards your goal every day will get you closer to it, as insignificant as it might seem. They all add up, and before you know it, you'll achieve it and be past that goal on to the next one. And we can take one big inhale And on the exhale, release everything. Bring our hips back to the middle very slowly. Wiggling them again left to right, which feels really amazing after any sort of spinal twists. And from here, I'm just going to invite you to grab your block with both feet planted on the ground. We're going to lift our hips up and place the block on our sacral bone area. And then we're going to extend our legs and get into sort of Savasana, but with the block underneath to open up the front of our hips. So take up some space. Allow your shoulder blades to be in contact with the mat, your head resting firmly onto the ground, palms up towards the sky. Taking some deep breath. And we can bend our knees, plant our feet firmly onto the floor, lift our hips up towards the sky, moving the block aside and bringing our hips back down into the floor, going back into Savasana. So this is what concludes today's morning practice. Thanks for joining me on the mat once more. And if you can subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, or even donate to my PayPal account, it's very much appreciated and encourage me to put all the hours that I put into this for you guys. So let's take some deep breath, and you can stay here for as long as you wish. I'm going to encourage you not to skip on Savasana after every practices, as it is very beneficial for you. So until next time, Yinsters, namaste.